Hey y'all. So here we are again, and this time, episode number 6. We get to learn about death strategies and what they can throw at you. But meanwhile, I changed my deck before. This is day 3. I added that stun block because of that match that I didn't do well in. And also I added a fire elf to try to get rid of non-stop towers. That match you also saw. So here I quickly discarded the feint because I am going second. I checked to see that he was death. And you'll see the beginning of this match is pretty typical. I didn't show the death match that I've been through already. Even the lower level warlords kind of do this. This is where they just blade up, put on infallible, and then hit with a skeletal dragon. So I can kind of anticipate that this is what might happen. I threw out the elemental shields because, I don't know, sometimes they'll do like a storm spell, or I can't really tell with the amulets. I'm not really good at that. So it never hurts just to throw one out. Okay, so I do not have a triage. I will look for one. I do have a bunch of heals, so I could possibly deal with this dragon. So you saw the infallible. It's coming. It is coming. So I can anticipate this with a heal. A lot of what I talked about last time in terms of being second, you're going to see that I employed a lot of those techniques here in this match. This match was about an hour long, and this happens when it's a dispel match or it's a juju match. It can take a while, so I sped it up extra quick. If it looks kind of dizzying, that's because it's extra quick. I know you didn't want to sit through an hour of commentary. I have to heal through this, and I don't want to lose that blade, so I tried the pixie, but I fizzled. So in order to live, I'm going to have to give up that blade. And the reason why I don't have Satyr is because it's easier for me to get to sacrifice. So I'm at 400. That's not good news. I'll just give up that 20% and get to a heal. If you don't have a triage, that's the only thing you can do. You have to heal from it. Now, probably the next thing he's going to do is just blade up again and put infallible and do another dragon. It's just so predictable. It doesn't turn into a juju match until later. So what can I do? And meanwhile, while he is waiting for pips and blading up, what he does is he puts those treasure card black mantles, those 55% that you see there. He puts the negative 30 weaknesses on there, and he puts treasure towers down to just like build up pips. So now you can see the blades, they're coming up. I mean, sometimes from second you kind of see what's coming, but you can't do anything about it. What I need is to get those tower shields gone. And hopefully he's done like a regular tower and a treasure card tower so that one hit will break through both of them. And I'm going to put spirit blades on the Cyclops so that I can try to save him. But this wizard has Dear Knight, which is particularly murderous in the lower levels. Particularly around, maybe lower than an adept or even journeyman. Like level 17, like can't really deal with Dear Knight. It's the same as like trying to deal with Burning Rampage. Like at these levels, it's unfortunately the Cyclops is going to go down, and I will not have gotten any use out of him. I'm thinking about, okay, maybe I can heal him, but this wand strike just, nope. Cyclops is going down. But look at me. I'm doing pretty well. I had that previous heal around me. It's doing okay. And I had a shield that took the Dear Knight. So this is something I'm going to have to deal with in terms of knowing that my minions are going to be dead. So now he's got 2 blades again. This means that another dragon is probably coming. Okay, so I got 2 towers out of that. Yay! What can I do? Well, first of all, I'm going to try to make sure that I am shielded. But it's a dot, so the only thing that will save me is a triage. He fizzled. And he didn't put the infallible up, so he might have just been tricky about that. I am not, I'm at a point where I gotta heal. I gotta do what I can. I know it's coming! Right? So, even that sprite probably won't save me. It's 2 blades on that one. I did get a shield. Oh, but the pet's gonna heal me. And by the way, this is a new pet that I'm using. He has Health Gift. I kind of like Health Gift. I think when I'm facing the higher levels, then it's going to be useful to Health Gift. And it's an older pet, so there's no fairy on it, so it's just Sprite and Unicorn. I'm still trying to develop a pet where I have Health Gift and Health Bounty. It's going to be hard. I don't know, it's always hard making these pets. So I have just a bunch of pets that I try to live with and deal with it. As I said, from second, I have got really great pips here, but for me to judge, look, he's always going to have a tower, and he's always going to put that weakness on me. So I probably have to give up hopes of doing any kind of judge. But, as I said from last time, what's going to happen is probably these 4 pip spells. Lore Master. Probably from his perspective, I'm probably it seems like I'm spamming Lore Master, but I don't really have enough Lore Master spells in my deck to spam Lore Master. So you put another tower up, so it's going to go in there. But the Death Dispel on a balanced wizard is mostly to dispel the feint. They're worried that you're going to put a feint and then judge them. Usually, a lot of balanced wizards don't have feint trained. They have a treasure card feint. So that's what that is for a bit. And they don't have infection. I mean, some people don't have infection. In fact, for a while, it was the last card that I trained before the stun block was the infection. And I only got lucky because if Wisteria hadn't come out, I wouldn't have had that training point to train infection. So in my case, the Death Dispel goes away really fast because I've got infections. So this is kind of a strange thing, is that this Death Wizard is not putting infections down. That is one thing you expect from a Death Wizard, is that they are going to doom you. And the doom would have to be a treasure card doom, but, And the infections, though, he could train that. He's just not using them. So now come the balance the spells. Woohoo! And you're going to see the Juju pretty soon. So the Juju can be gardened. It actually can be traded. And it's also on gear. If you look at Diego, one of the amulets has Juju. So I don't really care because I've got a lot of balance spells. I can get rid of this. And the Mander for me is pretty expendable, so here I'm thinking, should I save him or shouldn't? He's gonna go down. I don't really care. I'm gonna reshuffle. I need to get some shields back. I need to get all my heals just in case another dragon shows up. So my basic technique here is going to be Lore Master and then a regular weakness so that I can pile on both of them. I will not be using a judge. I will just be trying to get to that Minotaur because he generally has a tower. If I can get him down to 1 tower, that would be great. But right now it looks like he's got multiple myth shields. So the Minotaur may not do any good for me. I might have to just go to Lore Masters. But he suffered from those Lore Masters. And another treasure card he seems to have a lot of is this Fortify. And Fortify is not a bad card, actually. It helped me in tournament. I had Fortify up and I didn't die, so I was able to attack. There goes the Juju. And you can usually miss Juju because you could be thinking like, oh, okay, that's Empower or something, and you don't realize that a Juju just went on you because it looks like a regular weakness. So he is going to reshuffle. Now I have the advantage because reshuffle for me does not take up so much. So the Earth. Now, earthing from second is tricky. Not only because you could get dispelled on it, and it'd be bad timing because, like, once you're dispelled, then, yay, they can put up all the blades they want, right? So, but the other thing is I only have one, so it's kind of like I need to wait until they've, like, finished blading all they want and then pull it, and that would be the greatest. Like, if they just put up 1 or 2 blades and then you earth, then you're not really getting much out of it. So it's a guessing game. It's like, when should I earth? So he's double blading. I don't know if some of those are treasures, but I know I just have to wonder, like, thinking about this, what do I do? I don't really want to judge because of the Fortify. But, I mean, I'm getting my own good blade collection, too. Looks like he's double blading. He has 2 spirits and 2 death blades, so it looks like a good time. I'm looking at his pips. The worst thing from second when you're earthing is that they will have hit, and then you use the earthquake, and it does absolutely nothing, and you could be using those pips to heal, but instead you just use this useless earthquake. So that's the worst scenario. But in this case, I did alright. I got 4 blades off of him. I got rid of those 2 myth shields that prevented this nice little Minotaur action coming. So here's going back again. I need to put the lore, and I need to put the weak. And that's the other thing about earthing is that you're like, oh my god, I just put like all these infections on, I put all these weaknesses, and now I'm just going to earth it off. He kind of was helped by that weakness because he did a sacrifice. But it looks like he's in a healing cycle, and now it's my turn to be as aggressive as possible. But he still seems to have towers. Ooh, it's so annoying, isn't it? It's annoying when you're second and you're a balance wizard and they have towers. And that fire elf that I put in hasn't shown up. But here, as I said, the minion's expendable. Gives them something to do while I blade up. And also, as a balance wizard, you might want to double blade, because if you do have to do a wand strike and get rid of a tower, then you at least, you still have a blade. I'm not going to even bother save this minion. I've got another one in hand. And I guess it's because he reshuffled, he managed to get his towers back. But now I'm in this position again. Like, I have to deal with your towers. No more towers. But got more minions. I'm still in a good position. And he already knows that I'm going to try myth, so he's putting up those myth shields. And I'm just lucky he didn't put up another myth shield. Otherwise, this Minotaur is not going to work. But I am doing really great. I got 3 blades up, I believe. Or 2 or 3 blades. 2 blades. Can hit right. I know this is going to do well. It does pretty well. So, he is really low, and that's why I'm going to chance this judge. But he dispels me, and that totally stinks. It means I'm out of pips, and I need to build them up again. All my attacks really now are sandstorms. And he can heal. He has some healing boost, so it's more than 700. But look at me, I'm doing really well. He might just heal up all the way again. So I'm getting rid of that feint again. I want to get to that ninja pig. That's going to be my goal. Egg. Okay, my one cleansed arm for this 30%. He still has treasure cards. And since he finally put an infection on me, it went to the infection. So I don't like wasting 4 pips on getting rid of weakness, but that's what I have to do. And he got rid of my 1 shield. It's hard to tell because I've got a lot of shields. So here, I got another one. So for me, I can only do a sandstorm. Oh, got dispelled on the shield. But I want to get to this ninja pig. And heals. But it's still going to be doing. I'm just being aggressive, getting him to heal. He's not attacking me. Doing what I can. All I can do is pretty much stand and just putting on the pressure. So I know these long matches, you're like, when is it going to end? When is it going to end? But just keep focused on what you're doing, and you'll look up and you'll be like, oh my god, he's at 5 health. I need to be aggressive now. Now these vampires, I didn't have that shield because he dispelled me. At least it didn't do that much damage. At least it wasn't like a sacrifice. So if I can still manage to get to that sandstorm, he might just heal again. Yeah, so he's going to heal. Now he's up at 700 again. You just need a lot of patience. A lot of patience. Okay, I see a lore master. The end is in sight. Like I said, this was a reshuffle match, and I was glad to have my reshuffles. I know that I can keep on going for another hour. He's gonna heal. But I better ran him out of dragons, at least I hope so. Maybe he had one more dragon or so. But right now he needs to heal, so let's see, how will this lore master do? It might not kill. And he got a tower. So it definitely won't. Just gotta keep on hitting. And I hate that I've got bad pips. And I only got sands, which don't have a lot of damage. And look at his pips. His pips are great, of course. So the only way he can get rid of those weaknesses is that he has to find a wand strike, or he's going to put a juju on me. The only way I can get rid of the juju is a wand strike or off, school spell, or I just have to get rid of it with a sandstorm, which looks like that's what I have to do. And of course I hate it because I'm here with these white pips and he's getting yellow pips. Sometimes what happens is, as a last ditch effort, they're going to try to hit with their big spell. So what is he going to do? I'm also not sure where all my heals are. Okay, I got 3 heals, but just horrible pips. It looks like a poison. And then it's a dragon. So just as a commentary about death strategies, he's really doing it the wrong way. You're supposed to do dragon and then the poison. And this is why. When I put down the shield, which I'm going to do in between my heals, the shield is going to catch the dragon and not the poison, because the dragon is the last spell that was cast. So I'm going to be shielded from the spell that has more damage. And when you do it the other way, it's going to catch the poison and you're going to get hit by the dragon. So he did it the wrong way. And both of them didn't have blades, so they do have less damage. And I'm going to be able to heal from that. Versus the other times when he had 2 blades and I was really, really struggling, I just able to do alright with 2 of those helping hands. So here's the thing. He's got a lot of pips. I could call this minion to see what he's going to do. He's only got, I have to wait a while before I could even judge. It looks like it's a deer knight, and that's okay. And my pet's gonna help me. I've got one blade up. And so far, I just want to find another lore master. This might take some digging to get there. He's already saying good match. Maybe he's running low on cards. I just need to build up pips. But the end is near. The end is near. Come on, come on. Okay. I really don't want to get dispelled again on a judge, so... Okay, here's my lore master. And 2 blades. It's probably going to do it. He might put a weakness on me. He might dispel me. Let's see what happens. No, I think he was just giving up. Certainly was an interesting match. At least he wasn't high level, and there was a bunch of Jujus. Only had one to deal with. He is higher level. I think he was higher rank. And there's a Juju, bunch of crown gear to deal with. And so next time I'm going to talk about Faint Judge strategies and how it is to be first, what you can do and why it's great. Again, I have a playlist on Wizard101. Follow them on Twitter @GiantHunters. Please like and subscribe and follow them. Thanks.